Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Billy here, and today we are talking Tamiya kits. Yes, Tamiya, whatever you want to call it. I've always called it Tamiya. I've always heard it called Tamiya, and so we're going to call it Tamiya. What I'm going to get into today is something that I hear a lot about, and I just want to kind of put something out there to maybe encourage others to get out there and not be so intimidated, and to give these kits a try, because if you haven't done a Tamiya kit, you are missing out. I'm telling you. Tamiya kits, my God, I remember my first car from back when I was 12-ish, somewhere in there, was a Tamiya Grasshopper, and then I had the Tamiya Mitsubishi Pajero, which was a wheelie truck, you know, which was a lot of fun back then. But I've always liked the Tamiya kits, anything kit, but the Tamiya kits especially. And what I hear is that the kits are, you know, people enjoy putting the kits together, but when it comes to the body details, that they are a little intimidated. So, me not being the pro, or being a pro, I just wanted to put this out there in hopes to kind of, again, encourage somebody to get out there and give this a shot. Now, let me show you what I'm working on. I am working currently on the 97 Tamiya COK Mercedes GTR. Okay, race car. You see it there? I have had this kit for quite a while. I've just been waiting. We're just keeping it on reserve for when I had some downtime to put it together and have, you know, have some fun. Obviously have some fun. So I put the chassis together the other night, and now I'm in the process of putting the body together. So there's under 100 decals that goes on this car, and I know somebody's saying, "Oh my God, 100!" It goes quicker than you realize. They're all numbered. You just have to follow the directions, because they do have a decal direction sheet in these kits, and just lay them out where they're supposed to be. If that's what you want. If you want a box art car, then yeah, just take your time. But so far, not turning out too bad. I don't have anything on the back yet because we're not that far, but I think I'm up to number 26 of somewhere around 80 decals that has to go on. 28 I'm on right now, of 80. And I just stopped the other night because I thought that I would take some video of actually cutting some out and laying it on the car. Rather than doing that, I just wanted to show you guys that you don't have to have a lot of money and tools to do this, you know, as far as these cars go. This is the latter part of the decal sheet for this car that I'm building currently. Okay, now mind you, get it back here, it was completely full. None of these are pre-cut, and I think that's what deters a lot of people from doing these. But all you really need is just the time and a few tools, and you can build yourself a box art car, or use however many you want if you use them at all. But the only things you really need, man, is first and foremost when you do these is just a good surface to work on. Now, I'm not in my shop yet, so I'm using just a portable table in our spare bedroom. But in order to cut these decals out, I simply use an old piece of leftover hardwood floor from the floors in the house, and then I set my decal sheet right down on top of it. Let's see if I can get it where you guys can see it a little bit there. And I'll just use my hobby knife and just cut out what I need, and then pull it off, separate it, lay it on the car. It's not hard at all. So after that, hobby knife is going to be your best friend when you put a Tamiya kit together. Hobby knife and a good, clear, sharp blade. This one here is not a Exacto. I forget what it came. It came out of some set, but it had a bunch of extra blades. But it will take an Exacto blade, and so I use this one religiously when cutting these. But also, along with that, just a standard pair of household scissors. You know, now I don't use these all the time, but there's nothing, no fancy stuff here. And then the other thing that I use, and a lot of guys are going to say, well, what in the hell are you using that for? I happen to have several sets of these. So I use these simply because of the radius on the ends is just an old pair of Lexan scissors that I don't need. I don't use these, so I use them to cut those out. And believe it or not, they do an exceptional job of cutting out these decals, and especially, you know, getting into some smaller places and whatnot. These are perfect. And then in order to lay them on there, you know, holding that decal, little tiny decal, I'll take the decal and I'll lay it on the blade of this tiny flat blade screwdriver that I do not use on anything else but these. And that allows me to take it, lay it right, you know, lay it here, attach it here in one place, lay it on the car, and then back it away. Done. That's all I use. And it's an awesome side of this hobby, and I would encourage anybody to get out there and go buy yourself one of these Tamiya kits, because bang for the buck, they're awesome. The chassis usually go together pretty quick, and yeah, they can leave a little bit more to be desired, but when it comes to their body and their body details, they are second to none. It's amazing. It's the detail in the bodies, the molds on these bodies, and then their decal kits are just phenomenal. If you take your time and follow the directions, here's this set of directions for the car I'm working on now. I don't know if it'll actually pick them up, but you can see every one of those decals is marked, and you just follow it. You know, mind you, it doesn't go 1, 2, 3 up across the top. You may have 1 here, 2 here, and 3B anyway, but you just follow them and mark them off. Just run a mark through that bubble whenever you get done, and man, before you know it, that car's put together. Just take your time. It's very enjoyable. It is really therapeutic. I like to come in here and turn on some music, maybe Jimmy Buffett or something like that, and just take my time and just zone out and put these cars together. And when you get done, if you do take your time, you've got a really nice piece that you would be more than proud to display and run. You know, if you're just a runner, yeah, run it. And I like to display my cars when I get done. And so you have some really nice pieces to display, worthy of display also. So I would encourage you to get out and buy yourself a Tamiya kit and get at it, man, because the results are so fulfilling. And it's just, for the most part, it's just absolutely fun. They're absolutely fun. And coming with the motor and the ESC from the factory in a box, that's half the battle. All you need is a cheap servo and a receiver and a battery, and you're ready. So get out there, get yourself one. I'm going to get back to work on mine and hopefully get it done today. I've only got a little more than 50 more to put on. Hope this video finds you guys doing great. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I'm not monetized, so it doesn't matter about that. But yeah, leave a thumbs up. Drop a comment. I love reading your comments, and I'll respond to every one of them also. If you have any questions, hey, drop it down in the comments section. I'll be glad to answer as many as I can. If I don't know, I'll get you an answer, I promise. Until the next video, I hope you guys are safe. I hope you guys are healthy. And from our house to yours, God bless you, and God bless America. We'll see you on the next video, okay? Take care.